Hi guys, welcome back to the session. So now, yesterday we were discussing about the non-incremental integration testing, and you have taken the diagram also for that non-incremental integration testing. We have stopped in between. Okay, so we'll take that notes. We'll continue as usual. Can anyone read me out till where you have written non-incremental integration testing? Quick, anyone?
Whenever the data flow is very complex and it is difficult to identify who is the parent and who is the child, in that case, we go with non incremental integration testing.
Okay, full stop. Next paragraph. Here we combine. Here we combine all the modules. Here we combine all the modules at a shot. Here we combine all the modules at a shot. We combine all the modules at a shot and start the test and start the testing of data flow between the modules and start the testing of data flow between the modules. Full stop. This is called this is also called as this is also called as Big Bang method. This is also called as Big Bang method. This is also called as Big Bang method. Next, drawbacks of non-incremental integration testing. Point number one. We might miss lot of test scenarios. We might miss lot of test scenarios. We might miss lot of test scenarios while testing the data flow between the modules. While testing the data flow between the modules. While testing the data flow between the modules. Second point, even though if we find the defect, even though if we find a defect, even though if we find the defect, Even though if you find a defect, it is difficult to do the root cause analysis. It is difficult to do the root cause analysis. It is difficult to do the root cause analysis, which means which means we will not be able to trace it out, which means we will not be able to trace it out from where this defect is coming. From where we will not be able to trace it out from where this defect is coming. Done? Completed? Next, last concept, stub and a driver. This is the most frequently asked interview question. What is stub and driver? I'll explain you, then we'll go ahead with the notes. Look at here. See, I have only one module, a real module A. You tell me, if I want to test the data flow between the two modules, only one module is enough? Answer.
No,
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 sir.
sir.
No,
No,
sir.
sir.
You cannot test the
No.
data flow between the features if you have only one module. But assume that customer has given only this requirement. So now developer has done a development, but he want to check the whether A is able to send the data or not. But still customer has not given a requirement of B. So developer, he will build one dummy module. Dummy module. So stub, it is like a dummy module. It's a kind of a dummy module. It will just receive the data from real module A and it will send back the response to the real module A without validating or verifying. But it behaves like a real module, but it is not a real module. It behaves like a real module. It's not a real module. When A is sent the data to the B, it will accept without validating, verifying. It will generate the required output and give the response to the feature A. Driver is two lines. It's nothing but it's a driver. It is the one, it sets up the test environment between real module and a dummy module. It will check whether data is sending from A to B. It will check whether it is receiving the data or not. And stub is sending back the data to the real module A or not. So it will take care of the communication between the two modules or features. So this is called a stub and a driver. Now take down the notes. Take down the notes. What is stub and a driver? Heading. What is stub and driver? Stub and driver. Answer. Stub, it is like a dummy module. Stub, it is like a dummy module. It will just receive the data. It will just receive the data. It will just receive the data. It will just receive the data and generates the whole lot of expected data and generate the whole lot of expected data and generates the whole lot of expected data. Comma. But it behaves like a real module. But it behaves like a real module. But it behaves like a real module. It behaves like a real module. We'll stop. When data is sent from real module A, when data is sent from real module A, when data is sent from real module A to the stub B, when data is sent from real module A to the stub B, comma, then B just accept the data, then B just accept the data, just accept the data, accept the data without validating and verifying. Without validating and verifying. Without validating and verifying. Without validating and verifying. Then B just accept the data without validating and verifying the data. It generates the expected result. 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 Okay. Next line. The function of a driver. Next line. The function of a driver is to check. The function of a driver is to check whether data from A whether data from A data from A it sends to the data from A it sends to the stub data from A sends to the stub and also checks the expected data and also checks the expected data from stub and also checks the expected data from stub and also checks expected data from stub expected data from stub and also checks expected data from stub a send it to the A. Full stop. Continuation. Driver is the one which sets up the test environment. Driver is the one which sets up the test environment. Driver is the one which sets up the test environment. Driver is the one which sets up the test environment. And takes care of communication and takes care of communication between the stub and driver. Take care of communication between the stub and driver. Take care of communication between the real module and dummy module. Driver is the one which sets up the test environment and take care of communication between the real module and dummy module. Real module and dummy module. Real module and dummy module. Okay. Take down this diagram now. I'll be on mute. Let me know once you complete it. Wait. Before that, write on small note. We will never use the stub and driver concept in our testing, regular testing. Note. We will never use the stub and driver concept in our real-time testing. This is just only for your knowledge purpose of syllabus, but we don't use it anywhere. Note, the stub and driver concept, we will never use it in the regular testing. Okay, then take down this diagram. Completed?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So this completes your integration testing. So now let's move on to the system testing. So system
Sir, I
testing.
have one doubt.
Yes, please go ahead. Ask.
Sir, this one non-incremental testing is there, na? Non-integration incremental testing.
Yes.
Can we use it is in regular testing?
We don't use it much, but yeah. So whenever, see, practically we cannot do like that. This is only
Yeah.
just for concept purpose. As per my experience, I'm working in the industry from past 10 years, right? I've never come across this kind of testing. So there are, like, when testing started in the year of 1998 or 2000 time, there was a company called RelQ. So they started introducing many of the testing concepts. In that, some of them are removed, and still some of them are there in the legacy. These are all the old practices which they were doing earlier. But
Okay.
now, you tell me, your customer is invested 2 crores on the project, and you want to do the non-incremental integration testing, and I told you the drawbacks. We will miss a lot of test scenarios. Even though if you find a bug, it is difficult to fix. From where it is coming, you don't know. So then, will you say the same reason to the customer?
No, no, sir.
No, right? Nobody accepts, right? So
Yeah.
practically, we don't implement it.
Yeah.
But
Yes.
there are some crack fellows will be there. That
Hmm.
crack fellows might come for your interview. They might ask you, tell me, what do you mean by non-incremental integration? So at least you should be able to answer the definition. Then that will
Yeah.
help you to survive in the interview.
Okay. Thank
Okay.
you, sir.
Yeah. Cool. I'll move on to the next one. System testing. Okay. System testing is nothing but it's an end-to-end testing. The complete flow of an application we want to check. So whenever I'm doing a end-to-end testing, my application, like my test environment, should be similar to the production environment. Means whatever data I have in the production environment or live environment, same data should be there in our test environment also. So before that, I want to teach you what all the environments will be there when you're working in the project. Okay. Let me come back here. I'll remove this diagram. Uh, First one, I'll just write heading, types of environments. Case one. See, when I was working with a small organization, okay, they were having development environment separately, where all the developers were working in this environment. Then they used to deploy the application to the QA environment. All the QA engineers, they were working here. Then they were having a production environment, prod. This is dev. Okay, I'll write here. Dev environment, QA environment, prod environment. See, remember, prod means the live application which we are using. Example, you take whatever the website, you are able to access it. Say Amazon dot. Okay, so your Amazon.in. This is a live application .in. Before that, before it comes to the live. So now this is a prod. Example, I'm just taking Amazon.in. This is a production environment. QA, there will be a separate URL. HTTPS double, okay, QA dot something like this will be there. So means only QA people can access it. Outside the Amazon, people cannot access. I'm outside Amazon because I'm a customer. I cannot access this QA environment. Only you can access it when you're working on the project. They will give a permission only to you. And similarly here in the dev, dev dot, like this URL will be there. So means all the developers, whatever the works they will do, they will make a changes. A lot of messy will be there. They'll push all the codes here. Okay, so all the developers, developer one, developer two, developer three, developer four, everybody they'll be pushing the code here, and they'll make application in the dev environment. Once it is stable, once it is ready, then they will deploy it to the QA environment. Then they'll say, hey, QA team, build is ready for a testing. So then you should go here, you should open this URL, then you should check the status and you can start testing it. For example, say build one, login page is ready. Once you open it, okay, you'll see, oh, there is a login here, I have to test it. Okay, then say, okay, search bar is developed. They'll say, okay, hey, QA team, go and open this URL, search bar is ready, build two. So then same URL only, builds are different, build one, build two, build three, build four. What do you mean by build? That's the next concept that we'll discuss. So there they say, they use the word technical term build. Build is nothing but a piece of a code which they have developed it and they're giving it to you for testing. So you are not going to test a code, you are only testing the features. When you open this qa.amazon, so you will see here the changes whatever they have made. So earlier only login was there, now search field is added, and then similarly say cart is added, or this banner image is added. Like this, slowly they'll be developing it. Okay, so now as an end user, you should, like, we want to use the application completely, right? So before that, we should make sure we will do the testing, proper testing. If you find a bug, you will throw it back to the developer, and then developer, he will fix it again, he'll give it to you for testing. Once it is stable, we are going to release the software to the production environment. This is case one. Normally, typically in small companies will happen. Okay, next I'll go to the case two. Case two, I'll take down. Development environment, QA environment, performance and security testing environment, UAT environment, and then production environment. Dev environment, QA environment, prod environment, sorry, for performance testing. There is a separate team will be there for performance testing, of environment and security testing. Security testing environment will be there. This is UAT. Customer, he will also check whether these buggers are really developing it or not. He want to see that before we put it in the live. He also come and check one round of verification, because he is invested. We have to show him, yeah, this is what we have developed. If you want, you can take 1 week time and you can start using this. You can explore this. Accordingly, we can, like, accordingly he'll give approval whether this is good to go or not. Accordingly, he'll give approval, good to go or not. UAT means user acceptance testing, means end user, customer. Then this is a production environment, prod. Total, how many environments I have here in case two? How many?
Right.
5. So this, all the 4 environments example, it will be there in TCS. Say, assume that I'm working in a TCS. And this is a client, let's say, say Netflix. Let's say Netflix, it's a client for them. So whatever the work given by Netflix, so the TCS guys, they do the development, they do the testing, they do the security and performance testing, and then they'll deploy to the UAT environment. So then Netflix employs few of the people who have very good understanding on the Netflix business, they'll come here, they'll explore. If they find a bug, hey, there's a bug in the software, fix it. Again, rework will happen. Again, they do the development. Again, they do the testing. And if they find a bug, again, they'll throw it back. This process will continue, and then they'll go to the performance testing, and then they'll deploy to the UAT environment. Once the Netflix team says, yes, good to go, then only we are going to deploy to the prod. Till then, no. This is case 2. Not all the company will have this environment. Depends. Now, the company which I am working, I'll tell you now. Case 3. We don't have a testing environment only. Means development and testing will happen in same environment, dev. And then we have a staging environment, and then production environment. Means a developer will be pushing the changes here only, and we are also testing the changes here only in the same environment, both dev and QA. QA environment. In one environment to save the time. And then here, staging environment. And then this is a prod environment. Okay, now look at here. So developer and tester both are working in the same environment. If they find a bug here only, we will tell, hey, there's a bug in the software. Okay, they'll go, they'll fix it again. They'll make the software to work. Okay, again, we will go and tell them, again, they'll fix it. So we'll do the testing. Once everything is fine, every 15 days, we will be having a release. One copy, they will release it to the staging. One copy, they will release it to the prod. Why? So in production, crores of customers are using the software. In production, crores of customers are using the software. For that reason, we don't want to spoil any data. So the staging environment, 99% exactly same as prod. This environment works exactly 99% same as a prod. So we keep one copy of the code here in the staging, one copy in the prod. Whenever there is an issue happens, we can debug in the staging environment also, and we can do whenever we want to test the large number of data, we will do the testing in the staging environment. So this is in my company, okay, not in all the company. And now if you go to the startup company, I'll say case 4. Take Grow example, Grow or Paytm or PhonePe. Case 4. So one is a development environment we have. Then we have QA environment. And then say pre-prod or staging environment. And then production environment. It is there in the product-based company, PhonePe in Bangalore. Say there's a dev environment. And say QA environment. And this is a pre-prod, means before the production, pre-prod or staging environment. Depends on the company to company. It's not fixed. And then production environment, prod, we're all using it, Play Store or App Store, prod environment. So now developers, they'll be doing the development here. And once it is done, they'll give a mobile app build, APK file for Android, .ipa file for iOS. They do the testing. If they find a bug, again, they'll throw it back. Okay. Once everything is fine, again, they'll send it to the pre-prod team staging. Here, they'll test with some more scenarios, and it's a kind of a second round of testing. So if they find a bug, again, they'll throw it back. So this process will continue. This process will continue like this. And then finally, it will be deployed to the production environment. Finally, it will be deployed to the production environment. So this is how the test environment, like this is how the environments looks like in your company. So, okay, you can take down types of environments and accordingly take down the diagram. I will be on mute. Okay. Okay, whatever the diagram you want, just let me know. I'll scroll down accordingly.
So next. Next one, sir. Next one, sir. Done, sir.
Okay, so let's come back to the system testing. So I want to do a end-to-end testing, complete the end-to-end business flow of an application. So whenever I want to do this, my test environment should be similar. Okay, either this one or this one should be equal to this. Means what kind of a hardware they have used here, same hardware should be there. Whatever the software they have used in the prod environment, same software should be there. The capacity might be vary. For example, here 100 terabytes might be there. Here 1 TB is enough. Okay, so the capacity might be less, but configuration should be similar. The manufacturers even, so let's say here hard disk is manufactured by HP or SanDisk. Same manufacturer should be there in the QA environment, so that our testing will not fail. So system testing, it is also called as end-to-end testing, where test environment is similar to the production environment. Here we navigate through all the features of an application. Example, okay, starting from the login, okay, and then till, okay, and now I'll go and purchase the mobile. So I would have logged in. Assume that open the browser, enter the URL, and I'll click on login, and I will sign into this application, and then I will search for mobile. Okay, and I'll see the different brands. Okay, I want to buy the mobile under 15,000 rupees. Okay, Samsung is there. Okay, let me see 8 GB RAM. 8 GB RAM I've chosen. Okay, Galaxy M17 5G. Okay, then I'll add to the cart. Quantity is 1. I'll see the review. Okay, so if you want to see the more details, yeah, you can go through the product details. Okay, entire information will be there, technical information. Okay, and then add the product to the cart. Yes, the product is added to the cart. Okay, then I'll go to the cart, then proceed to buy. EMI option is available, but okay, let's go ahead, proceed to buy. Then it'll ask me, assume that I would have logged in. Then it will go to the payment page or address page, and then you will enter the address details and payment details, and then click on pay, and order is successfully confirmed. So this is what is end-to-end flow. This is what is end-to-end flow. Here we navigate through all the features of an application. Here we navigate through all the features of an application. We test the end-to-end business flow of an application. While doing this end-to-end testing, I don't do manual testing like functional, whether this field is working or not, or this link is working or not. I don't do functional testing. I don't do integration. When I click on this mobile, it should go to the mobile phone page. No, I'm not going to do functional or integration while doing the end-to-end testing. I'll only check the end-to-end business flow, because you would have already done functional and integration. Here we are checking the end-to-end business flow. End-to-end business flow of an application. Example, look at here, I've written here. So open the test URL of an application, or open the URL, log in, click on any of the features, and then, okay, you will enter the valid mobile number or email ID, and you will get the OTP, enter the valid OTP, and then click on submit button, and then click on search bar, search the required product, and click on search icon. Then select and click on the product which you want to take, because there are so many mobiles were displayed, right? I wanted to choose one. Okay, so I am choosing any one of the, this is a product listing page, so I want to choose here. So because there are different brands are there, right? So I'm going to choose OnePlus Nord. Okay, I got it here. And then, okay, so select the quantity, size, enter the valid delivery pin. So it will be asking here delivery pin. There will be an option here, whether is it available in your location or not. Where is the pin location? Here, delivered to Bangalore. This is my location. You can update the pin location. Then accordingly, okay, click on add to the cart, go to the cart, delivery address details, required information, click proceed to buy, make a payment, successful. So order successful confirmation page will display. So this is an end-to-end business flow of Amazon application. Take down heading, system testing. Heading system testing. It is also called as end-to-end testing. It is also called end-to-end testing. Wherein test environment is similar to the production environment. wherein test environment is similar to the production environment.
So can you repeat it from where test environment is
Yes.
similar to?
System testing it's an end-to-end testing wherein test environment is similar to the production environment. Stop. Here we navigate through all the features of an application. Here we navigate through all the features of an application. And test the end-to-end business flow. And test the end-to-end business flow. And test the end-to-end business flow. Test the end-to-end business flow. Test the end-to-end business flow of an application. We navigate through all the features of an application and test the end-to-end business flow of an application. Full stop. While doing the end-to-end testing, while doing the end-to-end testing, we don't check for while doing end-to-end testing, we don't check for a functional or a data flow of an application. Means integration. We don't check for a data flow or functional. We don't check for a functional or a data flow of an application. That's it. Full stop. Example for end-to-end business flow. Example for end-to-end business flow. Take down this 18 steps. Example for end-to-end business flow of an Amazon web application. Amazon web application. Take down these steps. What we will do? I'll be on mute. Can anyone read once again what is system testing notes? Anyone?
Sir.
Yeah.
Systems testing is also called as end-to-end testing, where in test environment similarly to the production environment.
Where test
Here now-
environment is similar to the production environment.
Production environment. Here navigation through all the futures.
No. Here we navigate.
Here we navigate. Okay.
Here we navigate through all the features
All the of applications
of an application.
and test the end-to-end business
Test the end-to-end business flow of an
flow
application.
of an application. While doing end-to-end testing, We don't check for functional data flow of application.
Functional or data flow.
Functional or
Functional
Okay,
or
sir.
data flow.
Flow of application.
That's it. Yeah.
Okay.
Notes na correct.
Example.
All of you notes na correct barkoli. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Then take down this example for this. I'll be on mute. Okay. Which one? Which point you're writing?
15th one.
10th. Okay. Completed? Good to go?
Yes, sir.
Others? Good to go?
Yes, sir.
So we'll take one small diagram. Shall I move on? Others?
Okay,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Okay, sir.
Yes, sir.
I'll take the new diagram. Let's say, okay, assume that this is an entire application. It has got so many features, say feature 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So here what we do, we navigate. We're going to navigate through all the features which are important. Here we navigate through all the features of an application. So then final outcome, we are going to get a successfully order confirmation. So here we navigate through all the features of an application and we test the end-to-end business flow of an application. That is called end-to-end testing or system testing. Just take down this diagram. Move on. Okay. Next. So you understood the end-to-end flow. Okay. So let's take one live example. Okay. Now we just saw Amazon. One more application we take, banking application. Let us consider there is a company called Citibank. Okay. So they wanted a software. Uh, they wanted a software, banking software for overdraft feature. Overdraft feature. And they'll give it to the company called iFlex. iFlex is a one company, software company. I'll say IT company. They'll give it to this company to do the development. Which feature they want? Citibank, which feature they want? Which feature?
In loan check.
Which feature they want to develop? Are you able to see the screen?
Yes, sir.
Overdraft.
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 Does anybody has an idea what do you mean by overdraft? Anybody want to explain? Anybody has a basic knowledge of overdraft? When you go to your banking application, when you open any of the iMobile app or maybe Canara Bank or application or Karnataka Bank, there will be an option for overdraft loan. Does anybody has an idea? Okay, so now I'll explain in detail what is overdraft. Then we'll take the session to the next level. So the Citibank, they'll give a complete CRS requirements, customer requirement specification documents to develop this feature. They'll give this entire requirements to the iFlex company. So now what is the difference between overdraft versus personal loan? Personal loan. Okay. Personal loan. Assume that my salary is 10,000 rupee per month. So per year, I'm drawing 1,20,000 per year. I'm drawing. Okay, this is my salary. And my CIBIL score is good, really good. Then I can expect 20%. Okay, so it's 20, let's say 20 times of my monthly salary. I can expect personal loan 20 times of my salary. Monthly salary, I'm saying 20 times means 10,000 you are drawing into 20. Up to 2 lakhs you can expect, right?
Yes, sir.
Up to 2 lakhs, they'll give approval. 20 times of your monthly income. Who can get this personal loan? People who have a monthly income, like salaried employees, and with a good CIBIL score, with no credit card dues. So they'll get a personal loan with a like easy approval. And this personal loan, it will take a lot of time, at least 1 week time it will take to approve, because it involves a lot of approval, not only bank manager, a lot of higher authorities will be involved for approving your loan. It will take at least 1 week or maybe 3 days it will take. Within 24 hours, it will not be done. But only pre-approved loans. Okay, so your transaction is good. Okay, you are eligible for 10 lakhs pre-approved loan. When you click on it, within 1 hour, you will get 10 lakhs rupees gets credited to your account. That's different. I'm not talking about pre-approved loans. This is different. Personal loan, when you wanted, yes, you can go and apply. Then they'll take at least 3 to 4 days or a week to process. But when it comes to the overdraft, this is possible only for people who are having current account. So there are two types of account: savings account and current account. Saving account is my personal purpose. Current account is to run my business. Current account, most of the companies will have a current account because all the transactions will be happening through that current account only. So people who have a current account, they are eligible to take a overdraft. Let us say I am doing a 10,000 rupees transaction per month. I'm running my business. So in a year, I'm doing 1,20,000 rupees transaction per year transaction. So I am eligible to get 2 times of monthly income, 2 times of monthly transaction. I'll say monthly transaction. So how much I can expect? Up to 20,000 rupees overdraft loan I can expect, and this will be done within 24 hours. Manager will approve within 24 hours. No more special approval required for this. If my business is good, every year I'm doing this much of transaction, if things are going fine, my manager knows in the bank, the manager knows that, okay, my account is doing a good and there is no overdue balance, or there is no credit pending payments, then I can request for overdraft. 20, like 2 times of monthly transaction they'll give. They're going to give 2 times of monthly transaction. And whenever they are approving, even for personal loan also, they'll be having a processing fees. Same way, overdraft also will be having a processing fees. Let's say processing fee, they'll keep 250 rupees. And then, okay, interest rate, they're going to keep, let's say 2% of OD. Say 2% of 20,000, 400 rupees. That's the interest they're going to keep per year. I'm talking about per year. So this is a processing fees or activation fees you can consider. Activation fee. So now I have taken this 20,000. So after 1 year, I want to make a payment. So then total, I have to pay 20,000 plus 400 plus 250. Total, how much I have to pay in a year? 20,000? Common sense. 650 rupees I have to pay. Okay, second time again I want to apply for OD. Second time I want to apply for OD. Second time when I'm applying, are they going to charge activation fees? You're a regular customer. They're not going to charge activation fees. Only the interest is 400 plus activation fees is 0. So total, how much you need to pay back?
20,400.
20,400. Okay, again, I want to apply for OD, 20,400 plus 0. So 20,400. Bank has given one instruction. People who apply for OD more than 5 times or equal to 5 times. Now I applied first, second, third, and fourth time again I applied and I have paid the fees correctly. Fifth time I'm applying. They have decided people who apply for a loan for 20,000 and above for more than 5 times or equal to 5 times, whatever activation fees we have charged them, that will be paid back as a, the loyalty customer amount. So they're going to pay back that 250 rupees. So now how much I need to pay it back to the bank? 20,000?
150.
150 rupees. This is what you need to do the calculation. This is what you need to do the calculation. Okay. So all these things we are going to discuss in the tomorrow class. Okay. I'll stop it now. So tomorrow we'll discuss in detail on all this information. Okay.
Sir,
Okay.
Yes. Yes. Tell me.
so this Saturday we also have a presentation, right?
Yes. 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 You have. Let me stop the recording. Just a second. Sorry for my kid disturbance.